Alright my dudes, we're back here in Outward, and I have found the Philosopher as well as the Warrior Monk. We're not actually going to be talking about the Warrior Monk in this video though. I do want to touch on the Philosopher. So I decided to come and join the Holy Mission of Elat in the Hollowed Marsh, Monsoon to be precise, and I really wanted to learn some of the magics that the Philosopher had to offer. I also want to learn like runic magic soon, but anyway, so I found the Philosopher. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get here, so just in case you're like not even familiar with the Hollowed Marsh, this video ought to help you get exactly to this point. So firstly, I would like to demonstrate some of the skills we're going to be using as a Philosopher. Now I wanted to meet the Philosopher to spec into some of the fire skills that she has, but she also has chakram skills. So I'll show you what the chakram is if you're not familiar. It's this little disc you float, and it does have durability, so you're gonna have to repair it often. So yeah, she has skills that focuses on this thing. And so let's see what the first one is. So chakram pierce. Launch the disc forward, possibly hitting the enemy twice. But the thing with the chakram is that you have to have a discipline boon active. And she doesn't have the discipline boon. So we're going to actually have to learn the discipline boon from the Warrior Monk tier 1 skill. The first one is focus, and then there's brace, and then there's slow metabolism. But so we're going to focus is what we need. It grants us the discipline boon, blah blah blah. So the discipline is for physical damage increase, and then we've got brace, which is like if you block then you get the discipline boon, but I don't ever block, so like that's not for me. Really I just needed the focus skill from this guy, so it gives us the discipline boon, which I'm going to go ahead and activate now. And then we can do the
greetings, friend.
chakram skill. So I did go ahead and buy all of them. The first one is more of like a, you throw the disc at one person, it hits them twice, it comes back. The second one sweeps the area in front of you, knocking people back and damaging. It says a high damage and high impact. And then the breakthrough point is being able to regenerate mana always, not just when you're tired. And then the last chakram skill is, I haven't used this one yet, so I'm actually going to use this for the first time with you guys. The disc sways left and right as it advances, hitting multiple times and dealing high damage. Okay, that seems cool. So before my discipline boon goes away, we're going to try those 3 chakram skills. Now, I'm not actually wanting to like spec into chakram. I got the skills anyway just to show it off to you guys, but I'm more of like a fire mage. So the first one would be this one. This is the one that I'm going to throw straight in front of me. It hits twice and then comes back. The second one is the sweep in front of me that does high damage and high impact, which is pretty good. I do like that one. I think the recharge on the first one is actually a little bit quicker, so you could do that more often. And then the last one we just unlocked, the one that is apparently like BA. Oh wow, it's kind of hard to see the disc while it's like in motion, but that looked pretty cool. What else do we have?
Greetings, friend.
So the last 2 skills with this lady is Sigil of Ice, which you guys know what sigils are, I'm sure, and Fire Affinity. So I'm a fire mage. I don't need the ice sigil, but you can only get one of these. So I'm obviously going with the passive fire ability. It increases our resistance to fire by 20, and the fire damage that we inflict is increased by 15%. So that's a pretty big deal for somebody who's a fire mage. And I'm also part of the Holy Mission, so I do, for those of you who are not familiar with my armor set, we'll talk about it real quick, I guess. You can see my stats, the resistances and damage bonus of my helmet alone. I think the helmet is actually the only piece of this set that offers a damage bonus, but they all offer the same 30-point resistance to 3 of those elements. So that's the helmet. those are the robes. And so along with the mana cost decrease, like this is a pretty good Scourge killer. It's like it's like kind of like anti-mage armor, I think. If I get smacked, like the resistance to physical is not that high, so I can take a nice little bit of damage. I mean, they're good for robes, don't get me wrong, but still, a mage is meant to be squishy, so that I am. Anyway, so I'm definitely getting the fire ability instead of the ice sigil, but for those of you who are not familiar with sigils, it's just, I actually have like a fire sigil and wind sigil right now. I guess I could use the wind sigil. I don't think I have a firestone for the fire one, but I can use the wind sigil. But anyway, basically you throw it down on the ground, and then any spell you use inside that circle, you will actually amplify that spell versus using it outside of the circle. So if I use wind push, which I don't ever use my wind stuff, so I don't have it like quick slot or anything, but yeah, that's wind push. If I use wind push outside of it's like a little baby push, well, it's like a big push and that. Anyway, so ice sigil, I'm not gonna get it. I don't need it. I'm definitely getting fire affinity. Yep. You can only get one, which is cool. You can't spec into like more than one element. I mean, you kind of can. Like, you can get the boons for stuff. Like, although I'm gonna be focused mainly on fire, I still have the ability to like make my melee weapon infused with lightning or whatever. So anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So now I'm going to show you guys exactly the way here. So I'm going to pull up the map. Now this map is for Monsoon. I'm going to show you here, and then I'm going to run outside of Monsoon and pull up the whole map for the Hollowed Marsh and show you how to get to Monsoon. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Elinara is right here. So we're going to enter Monsoon from down here at the south. We're going to run up here, hook a right, and here's the teacher. It says Galara Monk Trainer and Philosopher Trainer. So right now we're standing like in this area. I'm going to run back down to the doorway, and I'm going to show you guys the Hollowed Marsh map and kind of guide you here. It's not a hard trip. Actually, this trip is so, like, it's kind of easy to, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's kind of easy to get lost in Chersonese, but at first, like, starting the game, like, I was like, all right, I don't really know my way around here. I was kind of getting lost a little bit, but if you're trying to get to Monsoon, to this teacher, or even the Monk Warrior, it's going to be super easy because Hollowed Marsh has a path. It's called the Pilgrim's Road, and it leads all the way through. It's just one way there, one way back. It doesn't like split off or anything. So if you're on this road, you're going to make it to Monsoon. And you know you're on the road because the road actually has these little statues right next to it. Is this ever going to load? All right, cool. So to get to Monsoon, you actually ferry there. So Monsoon is like way off in the distance with like a pillar of light. But you can see like these little pink dinghies like going back and forth. Actually, they're just like sitting out there. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, so if you find this little statue right here, that means you're on the Pilgrim's Path or Pilgrim's Road, whatever. I mean, they're like, you literally just follow them all the way. I think this, yep, there's another one over there. Then it goes like that way. I can see one off in the distance. So it's super easy to navigate through here. But there are some tough enemies. So don't stop running unless you're trying to fight. I mean, if you're just trying to get here, just like run. But so the map. All right, let's look at the map. So whenever you enter the Hollowed Marsh from Chersonese, you're going to be down in the southwest. So just like I said, find the Pilgrim's Road. Follow it through the ancient ruins, straight north, straight up to Monsoon, and you guys will be able to do some pretty cool warrior monk slash philosopher stuff, I guess. I don't know. I was seeking them out so that I could get the mana regeneration passive and the fire affinity passive. Those were like two major things. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and ward. So I forgot to show you guys, the Philosopher actually sells a spell called Ward, and I do have it equipped over here. It makes me completely invincible for like, I think it's like 3 seconds. It doesn't say on the ability how long it lasts, but I've tested it, and about 3 seconds seems about right. Cause like 5 seconds, I'll take damage if I get hit on like second 4 or second 5. So like 3 seconds, I'd say, will be invincible. It doesn't actually show like a ball around you or anything, so you don't know when it's gone. But oh, actually, hold on. I think it actually makes a status effect down on the bottom left. I'm gonna look down there, and then we're gonna time it as soon as that's available, which is now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe it is 5. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's like 4 or 5. It looks like. I don't know. I kind of got excited at the end. I think I might have sped up 3 and 4 and 5. I don't know. I'd say it's about 5 seconds. Definitely no more than 5 seconds. Maybe 4 seconds. Definitely not 3. Anyway, dudes, that's all I want to show you guys today. I'm not going to go fight anybody because I'll probably die. I like to fight as a whole, like with my buddies. And I really don't like using the chakram. I think I'll try these new attacks out, though. It's going to be fun. Anyway, dudes, hopefully you guys got something out of this video. If you have any questions on reaching Monsoon, please ask in the comment section. Keep an eye out for my other videos here on Outward. I am covering a whole lot. If you need to know how to reach any of the other trainers, I will be showing you guys all of them. I think I'm actually going to have my buddies do different builds and specialize through different trainers so that we can show each skill from every trainer like actually being used. So anyway, dudes, I'll catch you guys on the Sleeky Deaky.